the Chief of Staff to Mr. Governor, Mr. Tayo Ayinde. You're welcome. Thank you. Where's Madam?
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Give me this one. I'll give that.
So what's the next one?
Hello. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I respectfully ask us to please rise for the national anthem as well as the cowlso anthem. The technical crew.
Our own dear native land, though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace all battle honored, and this we count as gain. To hand unto our children a banner without stain. O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build our nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed.
God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless.
We are one. We are cowlso, and we stand by our husbands. We are the mothers of the land. We will build with our hands a Lagos filled with greatness. We are strong. We are cowlso, Okoniwa. We will serve our land. We will stand for our people. We will rise and together we will build our home. We are strong. We are cowlso, Okoniwa. Committee of Wives of Lagos State officials. Inú ilé obìnrin ló kọ́mú lérò. Committee of Wives of Lagos State officials. Inú ayé yìí obìnrin ló kọ́mú lérò. We are strong. We are cowlso, Okoniwa. We are strong. We are cowlso, Okoniwa.
Thank you very much. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless Lagos State, and God bless cowlso. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to quickly call on Mrs. Rhoda Ayinde to lead us in the opening prayer.
Shall we rise for honor and adoration shall be ascribed unto you. For we have prayed with thanksgiving in Jesus' precious name.
Thank you very much, Ma, for the opening prayer. Adebisi Shoson, the former Deputy Governor of Lagos State, who is now the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Sustainable Development Goals, Our Excellency, Princess Adejoke Orelokpe Adefilire. Senator representing Lagos West Senatorial District, who is also former Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Dr. Idiat Oluranti Adebule. The member, House of Representatives, Koshofe Federal Constituency, Honorable Kafilat Ogbara. His Royal Majesty, Oba of Lagos, Oba Rilwanu Akiolu Aremu Babatunde Oshuola Akiolu I, ably represented by the White Cap Chiefs, led by the Okpeluwa Onido of Lagos, High Chief Lateef Ajose. Minister for Women Affairs, Barrister Uju Kennedy Ohaneye. Honorable members of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Secretary to the State Government, Barrister Abimbola Saliu Undeyi, the Head of Service of Lagos State, Mr. Bode Agoro, the Chief of Staff, Mr. Tayo Ayinde, members of the Lagos State Executive Council, Chairmen of Statutory Commissions, Body of Permanent Secretaries, Wives of Service Commanders, Chief of Local Government and Local Council Development Areas, Captains of Industries and Stakeholders, top government functionaries and heads of ministerial agencies, religious and community leaders, chairmen and members of various unions and associations, distinguished delegates from our states, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to the 2024 National Women's Conference, the 24th in its series, organized by the Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials, cowlso, with the theme, Soar Beyond Boundaries, Enrich Communities. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen,
You will agree with me that the role of women in nation building and the family cannot be overemphasized. And a conference such as this, organized by cowlso, has been liberating, encouraging and empowering women, not only in Lagos, but also in Nigeria. I think they deserve a round of applause for that. Spanning for decades and championing the cause of women emancipation, members of cowlso, both serving and past, have worked tirelessly for this conference. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I'll now hand over to my colleague, Deji Odulesi, who will welcome you in other languages. Thank you.
Excellencies, very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the 24th National Women's Conference 2024 with the theme, Soar Beyond Boundaries and Reach Communities. We're super delighted having you in our midst today. It's a two-day program, and we believe that we will all enjoy the two-day program. We have very distinguished persons here to liven the event for us. Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs distingués, bienvenue au programme d'aujourd'hui organisé par l'État de Lagos. Nous serons ici pour 2 jours et nous croyons que vous allez trouver le programme très intéressant et très profitable. Ici, tout est bien organisé, donc restez avec nous et amusez-vous bien. Guten Morgen, meine Damen und Herren, und herzlich willkommen. Ich freue mich sehr gerne hier zu sein mit Ihnen. Danke. Buenos días, señoras y señores. Estoy muy feliz de estar aquí con vosotros. Buenos días y merci beaucoup a todos. Muchas gracias a todos. To jama'a barkanku da warhaka, barkanku da zuwa wannan taro mai muhimmanci wadda jihar Eko suka shirya mana. Mun ji daɗi kwarai da gaske yadda aka gaice ku zuwa wannan taro kuma kuka zo. Allah madaukakin sarki shi saka muku da alheri shi biya bukata. Kamar yadda muka yi addu'a mu a nan Lagos, Akoba, Adaba. Ku maimaita aji waɗanda suka zo daga Filato da suka zo daga Borno, Akoba, Adaba. Yauwa sun ji. Ụmụnne m ndị Igbo eji m ohere ọma na-anabata unu na ọgbakọ nketa nke pụrụ iche nke anyị haziri na Lagos steeti. Anyị ji ya na-anabata mmadụ niile shi na Nigeria niile. Ama m o doro m anya na ndị Igbo juru ebe a maka na ebe ọbụla a na-eme ihe ọma anyị ga-ahụrịrị ndị Igbo n'ebe ahụ. Ka anyị kwuo eziokwu, anyị wabụ ndị Igbo, anyị hụrụ ego n'anya. Ya mere anyị na-akpọ ụmụ nwaanyị anyị Odoziakụ, Ọkpatakụ, Oriakụ. Ihe m kwuru ọwa eziokwu ka ọwa shi. Ndị be anyị sịrị na ụka akpara akpa gịnị ka eji ekwe ya? Isi ka eji ekwe ya, daalụ onu. Lákòótán àwa kí gbogbo yín èdè Yorùbá. Ẹ káàárọ̀ ojíire pé ẹ káàárọ̀ ẹ káàbọ̀ sí ayẹyẹ pàtàkì tọjọ́ òní, àpérò tó jẹ́ èyí tó ṣe pàtàkì ní àwọn èèyàn, àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n tó mọ oyún ìgbín nínú ìkarun láàrin wa. Ó dá mi lójú pé àjọ máa gbádùn ètò ọjọ́ méjì yìí, ọlọ́jọ́ méjì. Ẹ̀yin tèmi láti Ìkẹjà, ṣàlàáfíà lẹ́wà. Ẹ̀yin tèmi láti Badagry, ṣé láàfíà lẹ́wà. Ẹ̀yin tí Ìkòròdú ńkọ́. Ẹ̀yin tí Lagos Island àti ẹ̀yin tẹ̀pẹ́. Dédé wọn pátápátá rí nfa àkókò wẹ̀ kí fọmọ ẹ̀ka wọ̀ sórí ètò wẹ̀. Mo ní gbàgbọ́ sí àjọ máa gbádùn ètò. Bí mo ṣe wà wẹ̀ mí nẹ̀ pírọ́blẹ́mù. Ó dá mi lójú fọ dédé wọn wà níbẹ̀ wọ́n nẹ̀ kiri. Kó bá rí wà ẹ̀ ṣàdédé wọn náà tẹ̀wé ìrìnlẹ̀. Adédèjì Odúlèsí orúkọ mi, Ìjẹ̀bú rí mi wá o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bó ń tì rí rèé yẹn. Thank you very much for having me here today. At this juncture, I'd like to invite to entertain us right now, Lagos State Council for Arts and Culture. That is Standing Troop. Please put your hand together for them. Lagos State Council for Arts and Culture.
ò lè dùn. Àwa lóbìnrin, àwa lóbìnrin. Àwa lóbìnrin, àwa lóbìnrin.
Obìnrin rere ni wá. We are strong, brave, and vivacious. As women of value, we should recognize our worth and own it. Each of us has unique talents, skills, and perspective that should be seen and heard. It is not about comparing yourself with others, so it is not about looking for validation from external sources. It's about understanding that the true value of a woman comes from within. We are who God wants us to be.
You win, ìyẹn ní tọmọge. Ìlẹ̀kẹ̀ sọ́wọ́wọ́ ìyẹn ní tọmọge. Lára wa bọ̀ lọ́jọ́, irun wa lè tó. Èyí fún kéńké, èyí mú kérété. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá rí wa ká yọ̀ mọ́ wa ẹ̀yin ọ̀dọ́ ọmọkùnrin. Àwa lọ́mọge ìlú yìí o, kí ẹni ó yẹ wa kalẹ̀. Kò lè pé ní lárugún, kò gbọ́dọ̀ pé ní lárugún. Ẹni tí ò fún ni lówó tí ò dáṣọ fún ni, kò lè pé ní lárugún. Bàbá ni bàbá tàkìtì, kí ẹ forí sọlẹ̀. Bàbá ni bàbá ń jẹ́. Kówókówó, kówókówó, àràbò owó máa ojú tìrókò, kówókówó. Obìnrin, àwa ládùn ayé.
Lagos State Council for Arts and Culture, the standing troop of Lagos State. Permit me to quickly welcome the President, Police Officers' Wives Association, POA, Dr. Mrs. Elizabeth Egbetoko, wife of the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kaode Egbetoko. She's here with the wife of DIG, FID, FI, FQ, FHQ Abuja, Mrs. Nadia Dasuki, and Mrs. Rose Kwazi, wife of AIG, FCID, FHQ Abuja. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, is the 24th edition of cowlso, and one thing stands firm. Canadian poet and author Gilbert Holland Jr. says, "God, give us men." But I think at this point in the history of our nation, I'll paraphrase him and say, "God, give us women." A time like this demands strong minds, great hearts, true faiths, and ready hands. Women whom the lust of office does not kill. Women whom the spoils of office cannot buy. Women who possess opinion and a will. Women who have honor. Women who will not lie. It's on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite one of such women. She's an epitome of hard work, fairness, and awe-inspiring accomplishments. A thoroughbred medical professional, a respected and revered national icon, a woman of great humane cordiality. She's compassion personified, mother of the Center of Excellence and State of Aquatic Splendor, chairman and convener of the 24th National Women Conference, Our Excellency, Dr. Claudiana Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu. If you're a woman and you're proud to be a woman, please, let's welcome her resoundingly. Thank you very much. For all those standing, thank you, thank you. For all those really clapping, God bless you. Make it louder, make it louder. For all the men standing, God will bless you.
Good morning. Thank you very much. Please be seated. A beautiful morning to each and every one of us here present today. We give God the glory for witnessing today. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today we mark the 24th National Women's Conference by cowlso, Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials. We're indeed delighted to have each and everyone here present today. The Governor of Lagos State, the patron of cowlso, the he for she governor, my darling husband, Mr. Governor Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu. Our special guest of honor, His Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, ably represented by the Deputy Governor of Akwa Ibom State, His Excellency, Pastor Umo Eno, and Her Excellency, that is represented at the Deputy Governor, Senator Dr. Ekong Eyanyin. Thank you very much, Ma. My fellow First Ladies of states here present, Her Excellency, Dr. Fatmata Babagana Umara Zulu from Borno State, Her Excellency, Barrister Chioma Uzodima on her way from Imo State, Her Excellency, Chief Mrs. Titilola Adebusola Adeleke, Osun State, Her Excellency, Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun, Ogun State, Her Excellency, Barrister Helen Mufwang, Plateau State. Thank you very much, Barrister. Her Excellency, for Bayelsa, Dr. Gloria Diri. Thank you. Have I missed out anyone? No, I think the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Deputy Governor, Dr. Kadri Obafemi Hamzat, and his amiable wife, my darling sister, Mrs. Oluremi Hamzat. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the protocols have been well established. Time is fast spent, and we really don't want to spend most of your time. Each and every one here is a distinguished personality in their own right. I respectfully want to stand or sit on the well-established protocol, if Mr. Governor permits. I think he has permitted. I also want to recognize our virtual participants that are watching us. With profound gratitude to God and a deep sense of purpose, I welcome you all to the 24th edition of the National Women's Conference organized by the Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials. Ladies and gentlemen, the speech that I want to deliver has been captured properly inside the brochure that is with you. I can see that it's very lengthy, and I'm not going to go and read through everything line by line, but I really want you to follow what I'm saying, but I want to go through everything line by line. The theme of this year's conference is Soar Beyond Boundaries, Enriching Your Communities. This is another time of the year to bring women from different walks of life to this unique forum that is aimed at empowering and inspiring participants on professional development, networking, personal growth, and spurring a positive change among women in Lagos State, in Nigeria, and the world at large. cowlso, Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials, is a community-based gender organization established to complement the efforts of Lagos State government in bringing about growth, development, and general influencing our state. Let me give you a little background to cowlso. cowlso was founded in 1974 by late Dame Obafumilayo Johnson, the wife of the late Brigadier Mobolaji Johnson, the first military governor of Lagos State. The organization was revived after many docile years in 1999 by Her Excellency, Distinguished Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, the wife of our indefatigable grand patron, the 12th governor of Lagos State then, and now the president and commander-in-chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. cowlso has also profited from the progressive leadership of my predecessors, Her Excellency Dame Emanuela Abimbola Fashola, and Her Excellency Mrs. Bolanle Ambode, who have steered the ship before I came on board. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the theme for this year's conference, Soar Beyond Boundaries, Enrich Communities, is very apt in view of the need to further encourage women to be self-confident and break boundaries in order to breast the tape in whatever fields they desire. Women globally are challenging the status quo by contributing immensely to the world economy, working hard, and positively influencing the world with transformative contributions. As a matter of fact, when women soar beyond boundaries, they will enrich communities. And this brings unique insight and priorities for them to advocate for policies that address the needs of all citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a hybrid conference, and we will like to again acknowledge all participants, including the virtual participants. You are greatly appreciated in this life-impacting conference. Most respectfully, I welcome our special guest of honor for this opening ceremony, His Excellency Pastor Umo Eno, ably represented by the Deputy Governor, Her Excellency Dr. Akon Enyakim. Honor for the Gala Night, His Excellency Senator Ademolo Nuruddin Adeleke, the Governor of Oshu State. Let me also acknowledge and welcome our special guest of honor for the closing ceremony of this year's cowlso NWC, His Excellency Engineer Abdullahi Sule, the Governor of Nasarawa State. I also extend appreciation to all excellencies here present. Thank you, Your Excellencies, for graciously honoring our invitation and identifying with the cause of women leadership and development. Permit me at this time to specially recognize and celebrate our chief host, a visionary and dynamic leader, our very own Mr. SSG, our one and only, Mrs. Abimbola Hudeyi. Thank you. Our head of service. Without the head of service, there's no service. So, Mr. Abode Akuru, thank you. I heard you say Shehu. And our chief of staff, Buffalo, Mr. Taya Ide. Thank you very much. Imo, welcome. Thank you very much. I hope I haven't missed anybody out. Okay. Our annual report of council activities. Please, if you look at your brochure in front of you, on page 43 of 24, I don't know, you will see the different committees that we have under Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials. We have the Cowlso School Committee. Education and technology are major areas of interest to the state government as seen in the Teams Plus agenda. The Cowlso School Committee, led by Mrs. Anike Adekonye, the Tutor General and Permanent Secretary, Education District 2. Based on the reports of the needs assessment done in some of our public schools, 13 schools were shortlisted in the 6 educational districts for renovation and donation. The schools are District 1. Again, I refer you back to your brochure, and it's also being displayed on the screen. The 6 districts in which all these schools were chosen. From each district, I think we have a minimum of 2 schools. That gives us a total of 12 schools. I don't know if there's one more. But to the glory of God and the benefit of mankind, units of toilets were renovated, fully equipped first aid box, students' furniture, power generator sets were provided for some schools. Other interventions include renovation of the ICT rooms, donations of desktops, teachers' furniture, screens, air conditions, and the likes. We now go to the cowlso Orphanage Committee. This is ably led by Alaja Aziza Tijani. She is committed with her team to complement the efforts of Lagos State government by supporting the vulnerable children to have access to quality care. Since 2020, the committee has consistently championed charitable projects in several orphanage homes to provide basic necessities to ensure that every child has access to amenities. Not only do they provide things for the children and the staff in the orphanages, especially those that are registered by Ministry of Youth and Social Development, they also go one more step to act as whistleblowers to ensure that our children in these orphanages are safe. On choosing the orphanages to be visited this year, they used the administrative division of Lagos, which is Ibile, Ikorodu, Badagry, Ikeja, and Lagos. The names of the different orphanages are displayed on the screen. But what I want to point out there is that we have also realized that quite a number of orphanages are springing up every day, and they need to be registered properly so that we can monitor what is happening in those orphanages and homes. We also have elder care homes in Lagos State. To date, registered, I think we have like 18 registered elder homes and about 65 properly registered orphanage homes in Lagos State. There are still quite a number of them that are being registered. They're in the process. So we are trying to capture that and collaborate with the Ministry of Youth and Social Development. Another committee that we have is the committee, cowlso Medical Think Tank Committee. We have, through this committee, under the leadership of Professor Olufunke Adeyeye, made it possible to do screening for our women and extend a hand of fellowship a little bit further to some of our women in the community. Some have benefited from it. Not only has the Medical Think Tank Committee done that, they have gone a step further in 2024 to have what we call medical podcasts. And this is open to everyone. We try to use our emails to send the links out to people that are friends of cowlso. So far, from 24th June 2024 till date, 103 out of the 132 who were scheduled to benefit from this free health screening have been screened. We have had about 6 podcast sessions cutting across mental health and wellness by one of our facilitators today, Professor Rotimi Koka, importance of regular screening by Dr. Jimmy Shodipo, sudden death, causes and risks by Dr. Ajibare, and we had one recently in August. We also have the Cowlso Welfare Committee. This is made up of members that go around to check our members. This is headed by Mrs. Medinat Famakinwa. We have the Prayer Committee. Now, when you have a successful program that goes on year in, year out, and we're able to celebrate our 24th anniversary, it is not by our hands. It is by divine intervention. And so we do not play with our prayer committee. And this is ably led by Pastor Mrs. Omolara Abari and Mrs. Shakirat Bayewu. Simultaneously, we have these bi-monthly prayer meetings, Zoom monthly prayer meetings, weekly recorded prayer meetings, both for Christians and Muslims. This has been a platform to commit members and the affairs of the state into God's care. We continued with this spiritual journey, and the last one we held before this conference took place on the 29th of August, 2024. Some innovations have evolved in cowlso. We have the Cowlso Agricultural Committee. During this period under review, we held agricultural training for cowlso members in 3 batches in line with food security drive of the state government, and to empower our members with useful skills. A total of 69 members were trained in poultry, fishery, snail, and crop farming. The Cowlso Agri Committee, led by Mrs. Toyin Badejo, have now set up their cooperative, which has been registered as Cowlso Cooperative, Agricultural and Multipurpose Society, Cowlso Success Camps 1 and 2. Cowlso Camps is made up of 40 out of the 69 trained members in 2 groups. The Renewed Hope Initiative, Lagos branch. Also, it is noteworthy to mention that Cowlso has actively participated in promoting the various projects under the Renewed Hope Initiative, championed by the First Lady of Nigeria. The Renewed Hope Initiative is poised to provide succor and relief to numerous families across the Federation. Renewed Hope programs executed in Lagos include the Renewed Hope Elderly Support Scheme, the Renewed Hope Education Support Initiative, the Renewed Hope Women in Technology Training Program, the Renewed Hope Women Agricultural Support Program. There are other programs that Her Excellency has championed and all the state First Ladies are supporting, like the e-registration of births, the Agric Young Farmers Club, which will be coming up, and sometime next week, they will be launching the National Fabric for Nigeria. To this end, let me use this medium to appreciate our Grand Matron, the First Lady of Nigeria and Mother of the Nation, Her Excellency, Distinguished Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, for her continuous support to Cowlso and ensuring that various RHI projects meet the needs of the teeming population. Prior to this conference, we had a press conference, we had our fun day, and awareness walk. Our press conference to announce our National Women's Activities and the Cowlso Fun Day was held on September 2nd, 2024. The theme of the Fun Day is Cultural Fiesta, aimed at showcasing the unity in diversity of our various tribes and the beauty of our culture, with features like decor, food, dances, games, and parades. It was attended by over 100 Cowlso members. The pre-conference walk was held on the 3rd of September 2024 at Badagry. The ancient town of Badagry was chosen in line with our custom to organize pre-conference walks in the administrative divisions of Lagos. We have had our walks in Ikeja, Lagos Island, Ekpe, and now Badagry. By the grace of God, next year, we will be visiting Ikorodu Division. NWC 2024. Last year, we urged participants to unleash their potential. For the year 2024, we are encouraging all women to soar beyond boundaries, enrich communities. To achieve our aim at this year's conference, we have lined up the following capacity building, life impacting, and trending topics for discussion, which will be delivered by experts in the field of their expertise. This morning, we had communicable disease, spreadable, recognition, and strategies for prevention and management outbreak. We also had challenging genotype stereotypes, the role of empathy and emotional intelligence of the boy child. Immediately after the opening ceremony, we will be having smart garden farming, pathway to food security, climate change and women's health, advancing women's political participation, the role of legislation, the role of education, and the role of mentorship. Others include a legacy of compassion, championing transformative social welfare, holistic wellness, nurturing body and mind, an entrepreneurial mindset, building multiple streams of income. In line with our tradition, we will also be honoring our inspirational woman of the year, Princess Adejoke Orelope Adefulere, as well as present awards of honor to some supportive personalities and corporate organizations who have partnered with us over the years. This year, we will be honoring Ministry of Health, Conference 57, and one of our most loyal and supportive staff who has dedicated decades of his public service in serving the committee, Mr. Olawale Muhyiddin Lawal. We sincerely appreciate all your long supporting role. We will also be honoring our own Oba Kabiesi of Lagos, Alayeluwa, Oba Akiolu, real one. Also, let me emphasize that towards promoting various businesses, we will be having cowlso virtual and physical markets at this conference where participants will have the opportunity to purchase various home use items. We have the medical and Medical Women's Association in collaboration with Ministry of Health doing free health screenings just opposite the entrance here. New features at the conference that have been packaged for your viewing delight and participation include the AI corner, game zone, optimized tech zone, improved wellness and lifestyle zone, business and commerce zone. For the first time at cowlso NWC, we will be having fresh farm products, chocolate tasting at our physical market. Participants possible to host a conference of this magnitude without a daring and dynamic team. Therefore, I would like to commend and appreciate the efforts of 2024 Conference Planning Committee members. Please come out for recognition. 2024 Conference Planning Committee. Wherever you are, please stand up. They are wearing purple Ankara. This is ably led by my dear sister, Professor Olufunke Adeyeye. It has been months and weeks of tireless planning and deliberations for members of the committee towards ensuring that this year's NWC is a huge success. I also celebrate our cowlso seniors, the executives, and in fact, all my beautifully dressed Okoniwa sisters for your understanding, enthusiasm, cooperation, and commitment. Thank you very much. A lot has been put into this conference, and we must not allow it to go to waste. It must not end up as a talk shop. We must push beyond our boundaries, known and unknown. There is a saying by Kerry Stute, and he said, "The courage to soar to great heights is inside all of us." Believe this very much. I believe that. We must refuse to be average or be satisfied with where we are, no matter how good it may be. A lot of us are too comfortable in our zones. We need to soar beyond boundaries and reach our communities. A lot has been deposited in all of us. Some of you have opportunity to go to school. Some of you have seen the 3 walls or 4 walls of the university. Some of you have been given opportunities to be in some positions. Please, let us utilize these positions. Let us enrich our communities. Different type of communities. Different type of communities. We need to express ourselves in our people. We must do away with the arrival mentality. Don't be selfish. Never be tempted to live for you, yourself, and your family alone. It's not just about you. Even if you think you have arrived, there is still a lot more to achieve for our communities. We are a continuous moving phenomenon which our world is privileged to have at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Committee of Wives of Lagos State officials, we want to say thank you and thank you and thank you. Thank you for making it possible for us to host. Thank you for participating in the 2024 National Women's Conference, and thanking you ahead for 2025. God sparing our life. Remember, our theme is So Beyond Boundaries by Enriching Communities. It is a 2-day conference. Tomorrow, we will have our closing ceremony and our gala night. And there's still so much to learn. Please remember to network, make new friends. We will be having some prizes given out tomorrow. And we will ask you questions. A minimum of 20 friends. We will test you to know if you've made a new friend or you're hanging on to your old friends. We will test you. God bless our women. God bless our men. God bless Lagos State. And God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We are cowlso. Ọ̀kan ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe gbogbo wa ni ẹ ṣé o.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you. A round of applause for the matchless, the First Lady of Lagos. Thank you, ma'am. Our Excellency, Dr. Claudiana Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, we thank you very kindly, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we can do much better than that. Come on. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you for being outstanding. Thank you for standing when standing wasn't easy. Thank you for being an emblem of success and successful stories in Lagos. Thank you for being filled with so much class and exemplary attributes. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the First Lady as we take our seats. Thank you very much. Thank you. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is an absolutely special day to be alive. On a day like this, where men, women of gusto, women of class, women of amazing zeal, and above all, women that has never let their family or this country down are here. That woman is you looking at me, and you deserve a round of applause. Come on, clap for yourselves. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, one of the most special feelings of being a woman is inspiration. Women, girls, young or old, are capable of inspiring change in the world. Never, never ever in the illustrious history of mankind have we seen something so inspiring than the power of a woman. A woman can change a nation. A woman can change a race. A woman can change a stereotypical feeling of anybody. What a power of a woman. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, it's a lifetime privilege and honor to stand before you. My name is Babajide Guerrero, and I will be at this point bringing forward the woman that is honored, decorated, absolutely special woman, regarded as our inspiration woman of the year. Now, our media has done a remarkable job of putting together this event brochure. You can find our profile there, but I will give a very abridged profile of this very inspirational woman. Ladies and gentlemen, she is currently the Senior Special Assistant to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria on Sustainable Development Goals, SSAP SDGs. And she also served as the former Deputy Governor of Lagos
In her capacity as the SSA to the President on SDG, she provides strategic direction, leadership, and coordination in the overall implementation of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development in Nigeria. She also represents Nigeria on issues related to the SDGs at the global level. You think that's enough? Wait till you listen to this. She is an accomplished public servant, administrator, social worker, and grassroots politician with an immense passion for the advancement of the rights of women, youth, and vulnerable persons. With over 30 years of public service at the national and sub-national levels, she has contributed enormously to the development landscape of Nigeria through advocacy, social work, and development planning and management. Ladies and gentlemen, in the course of her career, she has received several awards locally and internationally, including the conferment of the National Honor of the Officer of the Order of the Federal Republic, OFR, in 2022, as well as the National Productivity Order of Merit, NPOM, Awards in 2023. She also is a recipient of the United Nations SDG Champions Award for her exceptional leadership in the implementation of the SDGs in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, she was also awarded the International Public Servant of the Year in 2007 by the Scottish Widows, a UK-based non-governmental organization, and also bagged Lagos State Person of the Year in 2009. She received the Dicey George Award in 2010 in the United States of America as an advocate of children protection and development. Ladies and gentlemen, she is married to Chief Abiodun Akimola Adeforole and blessed with children. Ladies and gentlemen, in our midst is the matchless, the irrepressible, the easily outstanding, the special woman from a special fabric of clothing. If you may please, a round of applause for our inspirational woman of the year, our Excellency, Princess Adejoke Orelope Adefulere, NPOM OFR, the Senior Special Assistant to the President of Sustainable Development Goals. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for being outstanding. Thank you, ma'am, for never, ever letting Nigeria down. We thank you for your mental sagacity. We thank you for carrying so much bliss, carrying so much influence, and above all, for extending the greatness of humanity. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, it is a lifetime privilege to present this award to you, ma'am. Please, would like you to please come down so it can be easy on the eye for everybody. Your Excellency, ma'am, please kindly come down to this particular floor as we make a meaning of this very special day. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to present this award to Our Excellency, the Inspirational Woman of the Year, Princess Adejoke Orelope Adefulere, would like the attention of the representative of the Governor of Akwa Ibom State. Okay, I see the women already. Women, let's do this now. Tiri, not even three, it is Tiri. Tiri Bosa for our mommy. Let's go. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Would like them to please come downstairs as I announce your name, Your Excellencies, please. Representative of our guest governor, His Excellency Pastor Umar Basi Eno, well represented by distinguished Senator Dr. Akon Eyak Enyi. Please, would like you to please present this award as well in fine company of your governor, my governor, our governor. Ladies and gentlemen, the myth, the man, the legend, His Excellency, Governor Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, we thank you very much. We like this absolutely amazing dignitaries to please come downstairs so we can have a more feel with the pictures as well. Also flanked will be my First Lady, your First Lady, and our First Lady, Dr. Claudiana Ibichoke Sanwo-Olu. Thank you so very much, ma'am. Our First Lady of Lagos. Also in the fine company of these great persons will be His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Lagos, the absolutely outstanding gentleman, Mr. Obafemi Kadri Hamzat, and his ridiculously beautiful wife on this very special day, Mrs. Olu Remi Hamzat, the wife of the Deputy Governor of Lagos, as well as our chairperson of this year's edition of this huge, huge initiative, Cowlso 24, Professor Funke Adeyeye. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a gathering of immortals and celestials. It's a gathering of champions, a gathering of men and women who has done nothing but bring absolute class and glory to Nigeria. And we do not take this particular day for granted. Never, never, ever in the illustrious history of governance has a day like this been. Thank you. Pictures, please.
Women, praise the Lord. Your Excellency, Her Excellency, I acknowledge everyone seated here. I stand here today to present this great award to a great daughter, a great woman, a star in our own time, Inspirational Woman of the Year 2024, presented to Her Excellency Princess Adojeke Adefulere. At the 24th National Women's Conference, organized by the Committee of Wives of Lagos State officials, dated this day, 10th September 2024. On behalf of the chairperson, the First Lady of Lagos State, I do this presentation.
The technical team, I was told that there is a special video that should be playing right about now, right after this presentation is done. Please kindly cue it in. Thank you. We'd like the attention of yes. I was told that there is a video that will happen.
On September 29, 1959, Lagos, the city of aquatic splendor, was blessed with a star through the royal lineage of Prince Jimoh Karimo Laka of Akeja Oniyoru and Amore ruling house of Lagos State. She is the first girl and the third born of 13 children and was christened Victoria Adejoke, popularly called Iyalanu, which means a cheerful giver. Princess Adejoke Orelope Adefulire attended Salvation Army Primary School, Agege, Lagos, from 1965 to 1971. And she finished her secondary school education from St. Joseph's Secondary School, Mangoro, situated at Ikeja, local government area of Lagos State. She is an alumni of the Lagos State University, LASU, where she obtained a bachelor's degree in sociology and a diploma in social works. Aside being a princess, she is an administrator and a social worker before foraying into Nigerian politics. At the start of her political sojourn, she was elected into the Lagos State House of Assembly to represent Alimosho Constituency 1 in 1992, where she creditably gained the respect of her fellow colleagues and was subsequently elected as the chairman, House Service Committee. In the year 2002, she was appointed as the Electoral Commissioner at the Lagos State Independent Electoral Commission, LASIEC. From 2003 to 2007, she was appointed the Lagos State Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation and reappointed to the same position between 2007 and 2011. While she held sway in the ministry, she introduced so many initiatives that benefited thousands of families within the Center of Excellence, hence the nickname Big Mommy amongst artisans and entrepreneurs alike. By the year 2011, she was elected the Deputy Governor of Lagos State and occupied the position till the end of the administration of His Excellency Babatunde Raji Fashola in 2015, as she was saddled with so many responsibilities by her principal and the good people of Lagos State. Interestingly, on January 7, 2016, President Muhammadu Buhari appointed the former Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Princess Orelope Adefulire, as his pioneer Senior Special Assistant on Sustainable Development Goals. This appointment was no doubt a huge task, but like an Amazon, her impact is being felt across the length and breadth of Nigeria as she leads the office in building and equipping so many child and maternal hospitals, clinics, roads, schools, amongst other projects across the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory in line with the SDG goals. Little wonder President Bola Tinubu decided to retain her in office to continue serving the good people of Nigeria. Unarguably a force to reckon with in the political terrain of Lagos, with numerous feathers to her cap, she was conferred the award of the International Public Servant of the Year in 2007 by the UK-based non-governmental organization, the Scottish Widows. She clinched the Daisy George Award in 2010. She was also recognized for her efforts in empowering and advocating for the rights of women and children. The former Lagos State Deputy Governor is also a recipient of the Guinness World Records for the most children reading aloud with an adult at a single location, which she achieved while reading with 4,222 school children in 2011. She also received the National Productivity and Merit Award by the Nigeria Productivity Center. She backs the Sustainable Development Champion by the United Nations in 2023. Princess Orelope Adefulire is an officer of the Order of the Niger, OFR, amongst other local and international awards. Some of her previous appointments include Secretary Francis Chambers Ikeja, 1980 to 1985. Secretary Patterson Zucconis Industries PLC Lagos, 1985 to 1991, to mention but a few. On the family tip, Princess Adejoke Orelope Adefulire is an amazing daughter, wife, mother, and grandmother. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Princess Adejoke Orelope Adefulire.
A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, ma'am. May your wield of influence never ever dim. Can I hear an amen? Amen. Thank you, ma'am. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is a national event, and we have men of worth, women of values that are here from different states of the Federation to celebrate this epoch-making day. Do not be afraid of greatness. Those were the words of one of the greatest men to have ever lived, William Shakespeare. He said, and I quote, "Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and to some, greatness is thrusted or bestowed on them." On this very great day in the city of Lagos, we have a great woman in our midst. Ladies and gentlemen, she will be presenting the Guest of Honor Goodwill Message. She is ably representing His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Umar Basiyeno. She is a distinguished Senator, Dr. Akon Eyak, the Deputy Governor of the proud state of Akwa Ibom, the Promised Land. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Her Excellency. Would like Her Excellency to please use this extreme
the Inspirational Woman of the Year, to say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're proud of her as a woman, if you're a proud woman, let's raise the roof with a resounding round of applause.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, our dear brother and leader, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, the First Lady of Lagos State, and the Chairman of Council, Dr. Mrs. Claudiana Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu. Let me join Mr. Governor to welcome all our visiting governors, ably represented, and using the wife of the governor as a contact to all the wives of the governors, the first ladies here present. Let me also use this opportunity to appreciate and thank all the Committee of Wives of Lagos State officials. Hello, women. Hello, women. Let me also thank all our visiting delegates. Thank you so much for finding time to be here. And God bless you and your family. On behalf of myself, my family and associates, I accept this award with gratitude, recognizing the enormous responsibility that comes with it. I am humbled by this recognition at this way, and undoubtedly strengthen my commitment toward gender equality and empowerment of women in particular, and the socio-economic development of Nigeria. This leads me to the pertinent quote that says, and I quote, "When women are given respect, the ability and freedom to pursue their personal dreams and ambition, life improves for anyone. When a woman is entrusted with leadership, the world becomes a better place. This is because a woman is a natural nation builder. Therefore, it is pertinent that we prioritize the inclusion of women's voices and enhance women's participation, most especially in public space. The framework of SDG 5, which is gender equality and empowerment of women and girls, were very clear in their vision. Evidently, the contribution of women to social, political, and economic development of any modern society are essential and indispensable. Women's full and effective participation in politics and decision-making has been widely recognized as fundamental to achieving sustainable development goals. The Beijing Declaration and Platform Action provide a blueprint with 12 critical areas of concern for actualization of women and girls. Distinguished women and few men in the House, Nigeria, please take notice. Hello? Please take notice from this moment that our women here, you may be not directly affected, but other women at home, in our workplaces, in our communities, their children are roaming about the streets aimlessly. We owe it a duty to impact our life, our world. And impacting our world, we must take this message home to ensure and to empower other children's women that are not in school. We have millions of children that are roaming about the street as we speak. We must work together with government of Lagos State and government of Nigeria in individual states to ensure that these young people are back in school. Am I communicating? Am I communicating? When we get home, make sure that the children in your community are back in school. It is only when they are educated and they are in school that we can eradicate poverty. Please, please, spread the word so that the world will be a better place for all of us and Nigeria will be secure and safe for all of us. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, distinguished guests. Let me conclude by asking our women to be more focused, to be more assertive, to be more passionate in ensuring that the development of our children is our priority. Great time for your children. Develop your children now. Invest in your children today for their tomorrow. God will bless you and God will bless our children in the name of Jesus. God bless you all. God bless Lagos State and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. God bless you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a man with an avowed commitment to the welfare of his people. When COVID came, he stood firm and got the accolade, the incident commander. He has revolutionized housing, revolutionized education, infrastructure, and healthcare. This man has acted in special capacities in the state government from 2003 till date. Expert in corporate matters and governance, Mr. Imotara Ismail, Mr. Infrastructure, Mr. Red and Blue Train, Mr. Lekki Depot, Mr. Celebol himself, Governor of the Center of Excellence and State of Aquatic Splendor. He says something that I hold firm. If you don't believe us, you will believe what you see. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, Governor of Lagos State.
Thank you. Eshegoni, please be seated. Thank you. DJ, you wanted to give us a sound before. He's a female DJ. Eh? You wanted to give us a music. Please be seated. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please, everybody be seated. Cameramen, please also try and take your shot and ṣe mọ̀ pé àwa obìnrin la mọ bọ́yìn organize nǹkan. So ẹ jẹ́ ká jókòó wọ́ọ́rọ́wọ́. Thank you very much. Don't worry, lunchtime is around the corner very, very soon. Please, let's be seated. Thank you very much. Ẹ ṣé gan ni o. Thank you. For the benefit of our international audience, we won't speak too much Yoruba so that they know that this is indeed an international conference. Please give yourself a big round of applause. First, let me, on your behalf, acknowledge very, very warmly today a lady that has not acknowledged herself, a lady that is dear to our heart, but she's special to my own heart. The First Lady of Lagos State, Her Excellency, Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, for the great work she's continued to do. She had signed up for this job and want to thank you on behalf of all the women for leading and for leading well. Thank you very much. A very good friend of mine and a special guest of honor at today's occasion, who I still spoke to him a couple of hours ago, but because of a very important state assignment that he has. But he has sent a capable and a competent representative, His Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Umo Eno, here ably represented, I'm sure you've seen, by a woman of Amazon as well. Distinguished Senator of the Federal Republic, Dr. Mrs. Akong Eyakenyi, to represent His Excellency, Mr. Governor of Akwa Ibom State. Akwa Ibom is trying to follow us. That's why they also have a woman as a deputy governor, a woman as this, a woman as Arise, a woman as... So indeed, you've seen it. Madam Deputy Governor, you can see how we do it in Lagos. So you said to me that you have a lot that you have learned from here. So tell Mr. Governor that he missed, but indeed you are represented and you are representing him very, very well. So our best regards to him. I also want to acknowledge all of our First Ladies that are here. The First Lady of Borno State, thank you very much. The First Lady of Imo State, thank you very much. The First Lady of Ogun State, the First Lady of Osun State. They deserve a round of applause. So the First Lady of Plateau State, the First Lady of Bayelsa State, all the geopolitical zones, Lagos have been able to invite all of them. Thank you all very much for coming. Mr. Deputy Governor, we have joined together in this, but on your behalf and on behalf of your darling wife, Mrs. Oluremi Hamzat, I want to acknowledge you. I want to thank you very much. She and Madam First Lady are like Aki and Popo. Is that what you call yourself? Thank you very, very much. A distinguished Senator of the Federal Republic, a former Deputy Governor herself, Senator Idayat Oluranti Adebule, thank you very much, ma. The member of the Federal House of Representatives, also representing Koshofe Federal Constituency, Honorable Kafilat Ogbara, the Honorable Minister for Women Affairs, Barrister Uju Kennedy, thank you very, very, very much. The wife of the Honorable Minister of State for Health, Mrs. Olukemi Alausa. We want to acknowledge our former deputy governors that are here, Princess Aderele Orelope Adefulire, Princess Sarah Shoson. We acknowledge the wife of the former governor of Akwa Ibom, Dr. Martha Udom. Thank you very much for coming. We acknowledge the former wife of Lagos State, Alaja Abimbola Jakonde. Thank you very, very much. Eshe Gonyo. Thank you for all the time for coming. Members of the Lagos State Executive Council that are here, chairmen of our various federal agencies and state agencies that are here, especially the commissioner representing Lagos as the National Population Commission, Barrister Mrs. Oladunjoye. Sadiat Olayinka, thank you very much. Chairman of 57 local government, cabinet members, body of permanent secretary. Let me also acknowledge my mothers that are here. From our former head of service, Mrs. Femi Taire, thank you very much, ma. Mrs. Wonu Folami, former Attorney General, Alhaji Bintu Tinumbu Yalodi of Lagos, thank you. Erelu Abiola Fernandez, thank you very much. Mrs. Muri Okonla, in absentia, I acknowledge her very warmly. Mrs. Oprah Benson, thank you very much. Chief Mrs. Thank you very much. You are not a mother, but you're a sister to me. All the others are mothers. I want to acknowledge each and every one of you. I thank you very much for always coming to support your daughter, to support the First Lady, and to support the women in Lagos State year in, year out. We see you every year supporting them and coming here in large number. Thank you very much. Our traditional institution, the White Cap Chief, who are here representing the Olowo Oko himself, and the first time that a traditional title holder will be receiving an award, the Oba of Lagos himself, Oba Riwon Akiolu, all the White Cap Chiefs that are here, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Captains of industry that are here, all of our guest speakers that are here, all of our participants that have come from other states that are here, I want to acknowledge and thank all of you for coming. And the people that a lot of us have not acknowledged, the people that are online. Let's give a big round of applause for all of our social media, online participants. I understand there are a few thousands of them online that are participating and are joining us at this year's ceremony. Gentlemen of the press, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I think I forgot to acknowledge the cowlso Central Working Committee led by Professor Adeyeye. Thank you very much for the great work you have done, for the good work you have done. My SSC is clapping, my head of service is clapping, my chief of staff is clapping. I've acknowledged you indirectly. You can see that I'm happy and I'm joyous and I'm indeed very excited. When you are just arriving from a very long trip in which we believe that we have represented the nation well, with Mr. President leading on a very important trip to China. We all have cause and reasons to be thankful for. But I've not slept very well. But it's good, and I'm happy that I can join you at this year's cowlso celebration. Your Excellencies, esteemed distinguished guests, incredible women that have gathered yet again this year, and today especially, it's of immense honor for me to address you yet again at the 2024 National Women's Conference organized by the Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials, COUNCIL. Let me first and foremost acknowledge and celebrate, like I said, the tireless effort of Madam First Lady, Dr. Claudiana Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, the yearly convener of this remarkable event that has kept faith with all of the women in Lagos State. I think you all deserve a round of applause again. You have been here from 2019, 2020 for COVID, we made it hybrid. In 2021, you all came out. In 2022, you came out. In 2023, you are here. This is 2024 again. You have turned out in large number. You deserve a round of applause. My prayer is that by the time you are doing your 25th anniversary next year, we'll look for a hall that is twice this size to contain all of you. Is that not so? We'll look for a hall that is twice this size to contain all of you. Please give yourself a round of applause. God will keep you. God will save all of you alive that you will see next year's 25th anniversary of COUNCIL. And so I want to thank Madam First Lady. I want to thank Madam Deputy Governor's wife, Chief Oluremi Hamzat, for always supporting this effort. I also want to thank Professor Mrs. Olufunke Adeyeye and the entire leadership of cowlso for working tirelessly, sleepless nights, to have yet another successful hosting of this event. The Committee of Wives of Lagos State officials have been a forefront of community engagement and a forefront of developmental projects that are significantly impact in the life of the residents across Lagos. Through these initiatives that focus on healthcare, on education, on women empowerment, cowlso has earned a rightful place. Cowlso has earned a rightful place in the calendar of Lagos State. And year in, year, you have demonstrated it by your commitment at uplifting the most vulnerable in our society. Your projects have been impactful. You have shown that you can do what even we that are direct in government cannot put together sometimes. We want to thank you. You have done provisions in medical equipment. You have constructed schools. You have organized skills development program for women, for youth. You have joined in various life-changing interventions in our state. This effort, in my view, reflects the deep understanding of the needs of the community that we serve and your dedication as council members year in, year out at creating a sustainable development outcomes. Your impactful initiative align seamlessly with the broader development agenda of our own administration. Our administration, you know too well, within our Teams Plus agenda, we're pushing and ensuring that we can improve infrastructure, we can enhance human capital development, we can promote an inclusive economic growth. Our Teams Plus agenda effectively symbolizes and encapsulates what cowlso truly stands for. The synergy, therefore, between cowlso and our administration's vision ensures that development reaches every nook and cranny of our state, particularly in underserved areas. I therefore, on your behalf, want to commend the courage and the dedication of cowlso. The courage they have shown year in, year out at identifying laudable projects. Their contribution, we believe, will continue to be a vital force in driving Lagos forward into a prosperous and inclusive future. And you have seen that this year's theme of the conference, which is Soar Beyond Boundaries, it's not only enriching, it actually speaks to the needs of our society today. To soar beyond boundaries is to elevate yourself, is to not to be constrained by the I cannot do it spirit, but by pushing forward and ensuring and saying to yourself, we have the capacity and we have the capability to do it by not giving up, but ensuring that Econo they carry last, Council no they carry last at all. I imagine that in the incredible impacts of the discussions and conversations today and tomorrow will not only improve life, but it will change the course of our conversation. Women have always been a forefront of progress. Women have always been a forefront of development. I will believe this conference is an evidence of your unwavering commitment to driving positive change in our society. When you give a woman a chance, they do not only change family, they change nations, they change communities, they change life. And that's what we are. And that's what you are. That's what cowlso stands for. Our communities need you. Our communities deserve you. Our communities would be better if women like you thrive to empower others, fully take charge, and take not only the home front, but also the societal front, the workplaces, and show leadership at all of these places. Show leadership in your offices, in your communities, in your churches, in your mosque, in your market area, in every sphere of endeavor. Show the leadership that women are known for and that council continues to impact in you. This conference, in our view, is not just a gathering of minds, but it's a call to action. It challenges us to break free from the constraints that hold us back, to channel our energy positively. And we believe that when we channel our energy positively, we'll enrich lives, not only our lives, but lives around us. And so we're privileged in Lagos, and we're privileged with this year's council that they've lined up and you have listened to very credible guest speakers and credible moderators. You have seen the likes of Dr. Toyin Adeyemi. You will see the likes of Dr. Oluwatoyin Adeyemi, Mrs. Temitope Okuno, Professor Rotimi Koka, Honorable Opeyemi Akinyele, Professor Toyin Ogundipe, and others that will be addressing issues ranging from prevention and management of communicable diseases to transformative social welfare strategies to improvement of the subject of the boy-child development. We believe these discussions will provide valuable insights that can help shape the future of our community, our state, and our nation in all. The country is going through difficult times, but it's not peculiar to our country alone. Nations are going through difficult times. The world indeed is going through difficult times. It's only when we come together like this, it's only when we believe that when all of us work together, when all of us study together, that we can solve our problems collectively. We know that it is a time for us to tighten our belts, but we keep saying that the leadership is committed. It might show some challenges here and there, but I know that the leadership are committed from the central to all the subnationals. And when we come around together like this, let us also be able to live here believing that indeed there's a better tomorrow for all of us. Because a people that don't believe that they have a better tomorrow will be like a wasted generation. Nigeria will be better than what it is today. Lagos State will be better than what it is today. You, even individually, in your home, in your house, you hope and you believe that you'll be better than what you are today. And so that's why we have to have that positive change, that belief in ourselves, that sense of hope, that sense of engagement. And a conference or a gathering like this provides us that opportunity to encourage ourselves, to talk to ourselves, and to admonish ourselves that indeed a better tomorrow is on the horizon for us. For us in Lagos State, we'll continue to ensure that with every fiber that we have, we'll serve you better. We'll make this place a lot better than we met it. We'll create opportunity for women. We'll create opportunity for our youth. We'll create opportunity for various businesses, micro, small enterprises. Indeed, that's what we sign. That is our commitment to you, and we'll not stop until when we'll achieve it. I want to thank our guest speaker, the Chief Guest of Honor, my brother, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, here represented by Madam Deputy Governor, for taking out time to be here. My other colleagues that will also be joining us in the course of today and tomorrow, we want to thank you for creating the time to be with us at this year's conference. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as we engage in various sessions and discussions in the next 2 days, I want to urge all participants to take the knowledge and inspiration gained here and to turn it into action, whether in public space, whether in your businesses, whether in your markets, whether in your places of worship. Turn it into a call for action. Let your impact or your gathering at council this year, let it make a positive change in your life. Let people know that when you come back, when you get home, that there's something positive about you that you have been able to take away from this year's conference. Because it's only when we do that that we can begin to change our communities, that we can begin to see real developments, and we can become the real change makers that we all crave for. Because the change is not about the person that is Mr. President. The change is not the person that is Mr. Governor. The change is in each and every one of us. And it is the change that you make of yourself that makes the global or the collective change that we'll expect from our community. So change, they say, start with ourselves. Start with each and every one of you that in this room today. So I want to thank you very much. Kọ́bádà eke mo so ìbòjú. Ilé àná, mo fẹ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín ni o. Torọ́ ọmọ káàárọ̀ oòjíire náà ni wá. Ká bá lè jẹ́ pé kọ́rọ̀ yẹn kẹ́ lè mú lọ́lé dáadáa ni. Mo dúpẹ́ pé ẹ tún wá sí council ọdún yìí. Ìdùnnú bẹ̀ ni pé ẹ̀yin la máa rí, àwa náà lè máa bá. Lágbára Ọlọ́run tẹ́ máa ṣe lọ́dún tó pọ̀ tó ń bọ̀ àtújọ eléyìí lọ. Ìrírí tẹ́ wá lọ́dún yìí ni pé kí a rí dájú pé a mú nǹkan kan lọ́lé, a mú nǹkan kan tó ṣe pàtàkì, a mú lọ́lé nínú rírò, nínú ṣíṣe tílu máa fi dá, tílu máa fi tòrò. Nítorí nǹkan tí council wà fún nìyẹn, wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ tó yẹ ká máa ṣe, wọ́n ń ṣe ní ilé ìwé, wọ́n ń ṣe ní ilé ìwòsàn, wọ́n ń ṣe pẹ̀lú gbogbo ètò ìdàgbàsókè tó ń ṣe láàrin ìlú. So ẹ rí i pé ó jẹ́ dandan pé a gbọ́dọ̀ fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ pẹ̀lú wọn kí ìlú bá lè tòrò ní ìtawá ṣe ń bì nìyẹn. Lágbára Ọlọ́run ilé ìrò ẹ̀yin náà ẹ dúró ẹ dìgbà lẹ́yìn ọ̀la o. Ọlọ́run náà kò dẹ̀ ní fi dá yín nìkan o. Aláàánú ò ní wọ̀n yín o. Àdúrà àti ẹ̀bẹ̀ tẹ́ ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ tẹ́ ń tọ́ fún wa náà ẹ̀yin náà ẹ mú délé o. Ẹ ṣé gan ni o. In closing, I want to reiterate the unwavering support of our government to council and to support the mission that birthed council, and on the broader goal, empowering of women across Lagos State, across Nigeria, we believe is our collective responsibility. Let us all work together towards a future where every woman can rise into her full potential, contribute meaningfully to society, and leave a lasting legacy of progress and prosperity. I want to thank you all very much for listening. It's been an honor to serve as your governor of Lagos State. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, captain of our ship, leader of our team, chief host and patron of council, the leadership in the center is committed. All subnationals are committed, and we will serve with every fiber that we have to make our state greater. Can we please give him a louder round of applause? Your Excellency, thank you very much for today. Mr. Governor, do not forget, I want to walk in your shoes. Mr. Deputy Governor, I want to take your time. Now, is there anybody from Akwa Ibom here? Akwa Ibom is someone? Only one person. Akwa Ibom is someone? The governor does not know that I'm the Akbarawa one of Uyo. I'd like to welcome, ladies and gentlemen, a gentleman extraordinaire, the one in my industry we like to refer to as Mr. Happy Hour. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, if your hands are not too busy, I ask that you please welcome His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Governor Umo Eno, here represented by his amiable deputy, most distinguished Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Ayak Ayin, Deputy Governor of Akwa Ibom State, as she steps up to do the needful by declaring what we have open. Please, let's give her a Lagos welcome. A Lagos welcome for her, please. This is Lagos.
This is Lagos. This is women. This is women. Can we rise again just one more time? Women, only women, let our men say it. Can we raise our hands up and tell God, thank you for making me a woman. Thank you for making me a woman. I'm proud to be a woman. I live to serve my generation. God bless you. You may sit. Your Excellency, the performing governor of Lagos State, His Excellency, Mr. Sanwo-Olu, a great, great supporter of the women, a gender-friendly governor. I salute you, sir. Lagos, is that how you clap for your governor? The delectable wife of the executive governor of Lagos State, a great sister, a great mother, a performer, the one that stands out to encourage the women. I'm talking about the wife of the executive governor of Lagos State, Dr. Mrs. Claudina Sanwo-Olu. Women, if you don't celebrate the First Lady, I will move. She deserves it. Your Excellency, the wives of the governors earlier recognized here in their number, I salute you all. The Deputy Governor of Lagos State and the wife, the First Lady, twin sister, Akin and Popo. That's what I've learned today. The Secretary to the State Government of Lagos State, all the beautiful women seated here, the Minister of Women Affairs here present, all the wives of our former governors, please permit me to use my own that God used to pave the way for me, who was there for me, and the women of Akwa Ibom State, Dr. Mrs. Martha Udom Emmanuel, to salute all the former First Ladies. I salute you, ma'am. Our traditional fathers, the MCs, the governor and the wife had done elaborate recognition of all the dignitaries here in the hall. So please permit me to cue into that and say, ladies and gentlemen, I salute you all. The governor of Akwa Ibom State, His Excellency, Pastor Umar Eno Basi, who would have loved to be here in person, a lover, a supporter of the women, a gender-friendly governor, a community builder, the one who stands for the less privileged in Akwa Ibom State and beyond, sent me here to represent him as the governor of Akwa Ibom State, because his brother, the governor of Lagos State, is here to support the wife who is standing in for the women. He sends his greetings. He has another major event in Akwa Ibom State that was fixed before this invitation came, addressing the youth of Akwa Ibom State, which also relates to what we are doing. So he said I should come, extend his best wishes to the governor and the wife, to the committee, and all members of today's conference, and tell you, Abasiadion Bufo, Etiero, welcome. Oh. That's good. Your Excellencies, I stand here today again, not as the Deputy Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Senator Akon Eyaranyi, but to present an address to appreciate the organizers of this event for extending the invitation to him. And he gave me a written down speech, so what I'm going to read are the words of the governor of Akwa Ibom State, but you will hear my voice. And so I want to start by saying I thank you for the kind invitation extended to me to be part of this conference, which from what I have seen is not just an ordinary conference, but a confluence of cerebral minds coming together to expand the frontiers of development, especially in the home front. On behalf of my wife, Her Excellency Pastor Mrs. Patience Umoino, the government and people of Akwa Ibom State, I congratulate you on the successful hosting of this conference. While we acknowledge the women-friendly policies of the Governor of Lagos State, my dear brother, His Excellency Mr. Sanwo Olu, this platform has added more value to the policy of women, inclusion, and other gender-friendly initiatives of the government. Let me particularly pay deserving tributes to my dear sister, the wife of the Governor of Lagos State and Chairman, Wives of Lagos State officials, Dr. Mrs. Claudiana Ibijoke Sanwo Olu, for the exceptional leadership she has provided and the mobilization of wives of government officials holding positions in Lagos State government. The theme of your conference, Soar Beyond Boundaries, Enrich Communities, is quite apt and inspiring. It was the former Prime Minister, the late Margaret Thatcher, who once said that if you want something said, ask a man. If you want something done, ask a woman. Women are soaring everywhere, scattering the glass ceilings. There is nothing we cannot achieve if we work hard. Deploy our full potentials. In the United States of America today, Vice President Kamala Harris is in the course of breaking what may be the most important glass ceiling if she gets elected as the first female president of the United States come this November. I'm very certain that the prayers from all the women in the House. Here in Nigeria, we are also soaring and breaking previously hard concrete layers that were used to wedge against our growth. My deputy governor, who is representing me, that's a word from the governor, at this event is the first female deputy governor elected on a joint ticket with me. Our ESCO contains women who have added value to the system. To this, we appreciate God who made the way, and also the immediate past governor, Governor Moino, and the wife, Dr. Martha Odom, who is in the hall, for allowing God to use them to get this to be done. God bless you. Women constitute nearly 50% of the permanent secretaries cadre in Akwa Ibom State. We have the same in all other positions, elected, appointed, councillors, supervisor. That's the way to go. And that's what we have come to also witness in Lagos State. We commend the great works of my wife, Her Excellency Pastor Mrs. Patience Umoino, in doing through what she's doing through the Golden Initiative for All, JIVA, which is her pet project. I'm therefore highly impressed by this formidable platform for women empowerment by Her Excellency leading the team. This nation is highly blessed with highly talented and patriotic women who can make significant contributions to nation building. For me, this is what this conference is all about. There is nothing strange about our challenges as a nation. We are just going through a phase. We shall soon become history. What matters is the determination to forge ahead and to encourage to take the right decisions, even when they initially seem unpalatable. It is on this note that I solicit continued support for the President, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, as he painstakingly steers the nation towards the promised land. When women, especially great women like you, come together to plan, change things, this is how important this conference is. The ideas will emerge through your discussions that will offer insights into the intention of today's gathering. And considering the array of great minds in this arena, this conference holds great promise for Nigeria. My belief is that with gender equality, we can achieve more for our people, break more glass ceilings, and work towards a more gender-friendly governance. Once again, I want to thank Your Excellencies, the First Lady of Lagos State and her team. I want to appreciate the gender-friendly governor of Lagos State. I want to appreciate the founders and past leaders of this great organization for laying the sound foundation to gather women in position of authority. And especially permit me to appreciate our dear mother, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Her Excellency, distinguished Senator Oluremi Tinubu, for always standing by the women and for the women. Before I conclude His Excellency's speech, permit me to add, as a woman, that we women, we hold the center stage in governance, in development. Because when you empower one woman, you are empowering the entire family, you are empowering the community. It's not just for that woman alone. We've been lucky to find ourselves in one position of authority or the other. How do we make good use of such a privilege? 1,001 women are there in Lagos State, but God has singled you out. How do you use it? How do you play the role model for the younger generation of our girl child, of our teenagers, of our young women to also have the opportunity to come one day, rise one day, to stand where we stand, to sit where we stand. All we owe them is to ensure that we are committed, we are diligent, we have integrity, we bring out that positive part in us to serve as a role model. And also to ensure that whatever comes your way, yes, we will gain, but let it reach out. That's what the organizers of this conference are doing. That through this gathering, funds will be generated to support the community, the less privileged, to build schools, to touch lives through agri, through health, medical things, and so on. If we do this, God will certainly bless us. It goes to tie with the Arise agenda of the governor of Akwa Ibom State, the policy of the state. That's why as soon as he saw the theme, he said, this is Arise agenda put in a different form, and determined to ensure he is ably represented here today. So finally, I therefore, as stated in the letter of invitation to His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Umar Basieno, at this point, to the glory of God and benefit of the women and the society at large, declare open the 24th Annual National Women's Conference of the Wives of Lagos State officials open. I thank you and God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the governor of Akwa Ibom State, here represented. Can I have a louder round of applause for her? She has one more thing to say. One more thing to say, I'm sure.
How do you know? Are you in the spirit? The governor of Akwa Ibom State is a lover, is a supporter of progress. And there's no way he would have sent me to represent him here without sending a word to the First Lady and the organizers of this conference. And so, to continue with the good work that you're doing to touch lives, the less privileged, the governor had directed that I make a humble donation of 50 million naira. Thank you.
Akwa Ibom is song. The reply is yeah. Akwa Ibom is song. Is song. If you are from Akwa Ibom, give yourself a round of applause. Ah, Lagos! Mr. Governor, sir, I'd like for us to take the group pictures now, if you're ready. Please let the photographers in. Okay, they're there already. Please, let's come closer. Please, let's come closer. Thank you very much. For those of us from Akwa Ibom, we are grateful. My mind is telling me I'm from Akwa Ibom State now. Chief Mrs. Teju Phillips, I greet you. Photographers, are you okay? If you lean back, you can get a clear group shot. A big thank you to all those on the high table for taking time out to be here today. We thank you as you've come here. God Almighty will go everywhere with you. And now, we'll take the vote of thanks. Over to you, my sister.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at this point, permit me to invite to the microphone the woman who has worked tirelessly day and night, crossing the T's and dotting the I's to ensure we have a successful conference. I respectfully invite the chairperson, National Women's Conference, Professor Olufunke Adeyeye, for her vote of thanks.
The Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, the First Lady, Dr. Mrs. Claudiana Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Governor Umo Eno, ably represented by his Deputy, Her Excellency, Senator Dr. Akon Eyakenyi, all First Ladies of various states here present, Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Dr. Kadri Obafemi Hamzat, and his wife, Mrs. Oluremi Hamzat, our own the Inspirational Woman of the Year, Chief of the Year, Her Excellency Princess Adejoke Orelope Adefulire NPON OFR. I humbly request to stand on all already established appropriate protocols. Good day and thank you all for being part of this year's opening ceremony of the National Women Conference, the 24th in the series themed Soar Beyond Boundaries and Rich Communities. I actually like to extend our deepest gratitude to the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Her Excellency, distinguished Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, our own ground matron, for her support towards women's empowerment. And we are blessed to have her motivate us, renew our hope to soar beyond boundaries and enrich our communities as women of this great nation. To our esteemed Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, we appreciate your time and commitment. Your presence here today is a testament to your belief, dedication, and unrelenting efforts at ensuring gender equality and progress for women. We also appreciate the Deputy Governor of Akwa Ibom for inspiring us to be better women. The Chairman of Council, Dr. Mrs. Claudiana Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, our own dear First Lady, and Chief Mrs. Oluremi Hamzat, the wife of the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Vice Chairman Council, I say a very big thank you. I thank you all for all you do. The empowerment that was done yesterday was indeed another level, and it actually brought a lot of happiness to many, many Lagosians. And I thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to serve and for providing us exemplary dedication and leadership in all areas. I want to also extend our heartfelt thanks to every one of you that are present here today, whether you are a speaker, a participant, online or physical, whether you are a guest. Your involvement in this program signifies your belief in the power of women to make transformative changes in the world. This conference will not just be about discussions and presentation, and it intends to ignite a movement that seeks to encourage women to soar beyond any limitation and overcome challenges that they may face. and contribute meaningfully to enriching the communities that they live in. I thank all our distinguished speakers and panelists that will be sharing their wisdom and insights with us. Their experience and expertise will not in any doubt inspire us and equip us to continue breaking barriers and creating positive change. I would also like to acknowledge the effort of all the members of NWC 2024, our technical partners, our numerous sponsors, vendors, volunteers, staff of the Office of the First Lady, staff of the Office of the Wife of the Deputy Governor, who work tirelessly behind the scene to make this event a success. Without your dedication and hard work, none of this will be possible. Once again, and thank you all for being here. Your presence is a testament to the fact that we are stronger together, and I'm confident that this conference will leave us all inspired and empowered to reach new heights. As we proceed into the various sessions, let us open our minds to be inspired, to serve beyond boundaries and have significant impact in our community. May we leave this space motivated, ready to support each other and determined to make an impact that is lasting in our homes, workplace, and societies. Once again, thank you for your presence, your passions, your commitment. Together, we will serve beyond any boundary set before us and continue to enrich the communities we hold dear. May this conference be as inspiring as the goals we aspire to achieve. And please do enjoy the hospitality of Lagos. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Olufunke Adeyeye. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we commenced this ceremony with prayers, and we must end with prayers. I would like to call on Mrs. Kehinde Ajala for the closing prayer.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Our 2 days conference has been declared open to the glory of God Almighty, and I beseech Almighty Allah to take absolute control of all the activities that will be taking place here. Al-Fatiha. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairi maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. La hawla wala quwwata illa billahil azim. La hawla wala quwwata illa billahil azim. La hawla wala quwwata illa billahil azim. Takbir.
Your Excellencies, we would just like to inform you that there's a shop in a cage just behind this hall. We encourage you to go for a tour. Just maybe you may get 1 or 2 things to buy. We appreciate the host governor and the grand patron of cowlso. We also appreciate the governor of Akwa Ibom State, represented by his deputy, Senator Akon Ekak Ayin. On this note, may we all rise for the national anthem.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace all battle honored, and this we count as gain. To hand unto our children a banner without stain. O God of all creation,
Nigeria.
We are one. We are cowlso. Cowlso. And we
Cowlso
stand
anthem, please.
by our husbands. We are the mothers of the land. We will build with our hands a Lagos filled with greatness. We are strong. We are called so. Okoniwa. We will serve our land. We will stand for our people. We will rise and together we will build our home.
This is Lagos, the heartbeat of Nigeria, a city steeped in rich cultural heritage and now poised to become a global financial center.
We're a Lot Mayor's show, and it's an opportunity for us to just depict what Lagos is all about. And it's only at an event like this, competing with other bigger cities and other nations, that you can get to tell your story. So it's storytelling time for us.
In a historic moment, Lagos made its inaugural appearance at the renowned Lord Mayor's show in London, a testament to its growing economic prominence.
Lagos is a big mega city on its own right now. It's the largest city in Africa. It's the biggest economy that is a sub-national in Africa. But we want to make it one of the international financial centers in the world. All we're trying to do is to be able to let the world know that Lagos is indeed ready for bigger business.
Lagos isn't just open for business. It's a gateway to the future, embracing innovation and welcoming investors from around the globe. We invite the world to witness Lagos's dynamism, progress, and the myriad of opportunities available for transforming
entertainment, music, in the whole of Africa, and to also be able to, for people to know what we have to give to the world.
So the whole idea, right, is for us to be able to let the world, get them to know what is happening in Lagos. But GDP of Lagos is actually bigger than GDP of Kenya, it's bigger than Ghana, it's bigger than Rwanda, and it's bigger than Senegal. As a little sub-national, it's very big in how it stands, in how it sits, and